Hello everybody and welcome back to Casting My Climb. We got a game going on here, so let's get into it. On the Radiant side, we have a mid lane sniper, a position for Spirit Breaker, position 5. No, position 5, Witch Doctor, we have Lena, I think, is actually the mid lane. I was wrong. The sniper is the safe lane carry, actually. And an off lane Legion Commander. On the Dire team, we have the off lane Nightstaker, the safe lane Luna, the position 5 Pudge, the position 4 the off lane Necrophos, the position 4 Lion. So I know it's been a while. We've been moving up actually in the climb. I actually did something very weird before I actually did the last video. I did a MMR after the last video. I did a recalibration, but right now we have Lion going in there, gets the spikes down, still taking quite a bit of damage. Pudge misses that hook, unfortunately, there, and looks like the job is done now. We had a bit of a start. And that seems to be it right now. Oh, Nightstalker actually moves in there, gets on top of the sniper. Pudge gets pushed back quite a bit. They do get another pressure point. Sniper's trying to find a way out. The kid hooks in there. This is now an opportunity. He's dropping very, very low. Still holding on barely. Pudge is not looking good either. Nightstalker gets bashed there by the charge from the Spirit Breaker. Sniper is very, very low. He does do a curve. This is not the... Turns back, gets hit, and Luna gets the kill, but dies as well. Pudge pulls the line back, but that seems to be it right now. Quite a rough start, honestly. It's a 2-for-1 for the Radiant team there. If we look at that one, yeah. Slight lead there. Quite a good amount of damage from the sniper, actually. Weirdly enough. The Legion's opening up the pressure. Spirit Breaker's there as well. So they are going to try to push the Luna out of the lane. As you can see, the Luna is... I am myself, and of course, I'm gonna wear this with pride till it's over. I'm gonna wear this XG mark there. I know they played horribly bad in DI, but I decided to have that, and I will run with it till the end. So, yeah. As I said, I could probably swap it up, but till they take it away from me, I'm gonna wear it with pride because, well, it was the wrong prediction I had. Good stun on the Nightstalker. Takes a bit of damage from the snipers while Lion is coming around. Pudge is sitting there. Charging from the Spirit Breaker. Goes under the tower. This is actually a pretty dangerous situation to be in there. Hope brings him back in. Spirit Breaker is dropping very low. Gets killed by the Luna, who's 2 and 1 already. That's a bit of a risky one. Lion's dropping pretty low. Sniper needs one more shot. The shrapnel's come down there. And he barely survives. Nightstalker's not looking good. Witch Doctor's looking for the blood there. Honestly, he's going. Lion's being chased there. Nightstalker gets stunned there for a moment. Lion lives, but will Nightstalker live as well? It does. The Witch Doctor, didn't he have enough mana for the Maledict there? I thought he had enough. Oh, it was on cooldown. Okay, otherwise it would have been that one. Legion Commander going very dangerous in this one. Throws the against the odds out of there, but not really much the Legion Commander can do for this one, really. Quite a bit of pressure there. Legion tries to get away there. Stun. Charge from the Spirit Breaker, but it's still not looking good. They're looking decent right now, but the Luna is fine with what's going on right now, especially with the 2-1 score right now, so that's going to be probably the point where you really don't want to contest that much. Spikes hit the Nightstalker, hit the Witch Doctor, but Nightstalker gets stunned as well. Sniper is putting on the pressure there. It's very interesting to see for once a safe lane sniper. Normally you see him in the mid lane, but right now this game we see a safe lane one. So let's see how this one develops out of this right now. Nightstalkers can become quite a menace with the pressure depending on how it goes. The stun's hitting quite nicely there. The thing is, we got 2 minutes left till really going on. So the other part we did have in this game was Pudge asked to be position 4 instead of at 5, but Lion didn't really want to do it. So basically what happened is that it goes in there one. And honestly right now I'm playing a bit more of the position 1 role again. I did quite a bit of flexing around, but I got like 60 tokens, so that's why I'm gonna probably go a bit more into that point there right now. Because I want to kind of use the tokens up, because otherwise it feels kind of weird to just leave the token sitting there. So going to be a few games where I go probably into position 1. Position 2 is not really mine. But yeah, right now Stalker looking there quite a bit, has 1 more minute till the night breaks on. That should be actually the timer. He goes for some. Lion gets stunned up there, taken down by the sniper, no issue whatsoever. Legion Commander goes a bit on Pudge. Not really much they can do here in the top lane on the Radiant side, because if they do too much here, they're kind of in a pressure point, I would say. Mid lane looks pretty even, to be honest, right now. So, Legion Commander looking for the pressure point here, looking for some pushing in here. Against the odds, once again. Charge in from the Spirit Breaker. I'm not too sure you want to really go for this one as the Spirit Breaker. He drops pretty low, takes quite a few tower shots. He's dropping pretty low here. Spirit Breaker does survive this barely. Gets the hook in from the Pudge, and he puts the Spirit Breaker down. And right now, this 5 is doing better than the 4. Sniper goes in onto the Lion, and Lion just tries to auto this one. I'm not too sure why you would want to do this one. Night Stalker tries to get some hits on top of the Sniper. But Sniper's in a good position. They're looking to pick up this Night Stalker, but he seems to get out of there. If I'm Night Stalker, I probably would use the DP at this point. Oh, he doesn't have the mana for that one. Okay, that's a bit rough. Necrophos HP pool not looking too good right now. He is going to go for the Radiance, if I remember correctly. And he's getting pressured out quite a bit. Legion, they're just holding on, really. Luna gets a good stun there against the overwhelming odds, I think it was it? Overwhelming odds. Yes, overwhelming odds. Night Stalker's not having a good time, let's be honest about this one. Night Stalker not having a good time right now. And we do have a regen rune. This could become very dangerous for Necrophos if the regen rune runs into Lena's hand. Oh, even mana. Ooh, this is carrying. Lion is sharing and carrying right now. The good air spike on top of the Sniper. Sniper takes quite a bit of damage. He pulls the trigger here. Can they get on top of the Sniper more, or is he gonna just walk away? Oh, good casket. A lot of damage being put on top of the Lion. Lion's gonna probably bite the dust. And actually not. Hook gets in there. Gets the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is now in there. Can't get the pickup there, and it's a double death on that bot lane. Pudge with the great rotation, and that just helped out them completely, saving their bacon there. And Necrophos finds actually the rune. Wow. I hate it, kind of. I understand why it happens, but it's just, I don't like it. That Laguna blade just immediately on the Necrophos. Hook in from the Pudge onto the Lina. This is now an opportunity. Deathsight comes out of there, and boom! Lina gets out of there. It was the Reaper side, actually, not Deathsight. But hey, gets that in there. Good hook there from the Pudge. Got another one out of this one. Going on. Oh, Maledict, this is probably the death of the Night Stalker. The shrapnels are hurting quite a bit there, but it seems like he's fine. Pudge walks in, the Spirit Breaker says hello, gets a few hits on top of the Spirit Breaker. Legion Commander not in a great position. Charge comes in there. Luna doesn't have level 6 yet. That's an opportunity for them to actually survive for now. And right now, oh, amplify damage on the top side. Oh, Eclipse is being pulled out of there. Immediate death of the Legion Commander. Can the Spirit Breaker hold on here? Gets hit as well by Elusive Beam, and that's a double kill for the Luna. That's up on Sniper. Why did he go in there? Sniper, my man, you died there without any rhyme or reason here. Night Stalker immediately pulls the trigger there. This should be a good casket from the Witch Doctor. He does have the mana for the Maledict, does throw it out there, but he still goes down to the Night Stalker. You see now how the bounce is slowly tilting in favor of the Dire team right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Well, here's the thing. This game has... It's interesting in one way, but it's very awkward in the other one. So, we have the Spirit Breaker for now charging in there, but Pudge doesn't really pull the trigger on this one. Well, technically in the casting my climb, I'm the main character. Except in this game, I'm not in the slightest the main character. It looks like I'm the main character right now, but you'll see soon why I say this right now. I am not the main character at all in this one. Necrophos walks up there, gets a bit of pressure on top of the Lina, but not really much, and you don't really want to pull the trigger that much, to be honest. Oh, good spikes there. Silence on top of the Witch Doctor, so no opportunity what to do. Sniper gets to take some aim on top of that Lion, but Lion still survives here. It does go down to the shrapnels in the end, but I mean, it's fine right now. They do get the pick on top of the Sniper. Sniper bites the dust against the Darks, the Night Stalker, and that's it right now. Necrophos gets the Reaper Sight out. Not enough to kill the Lina, but one left there. Charge from the Spirit Breaker. Where is he going to come from right now? Going to come from the bot side, so if he can get a Death Pulse out, I feel like he's going to be fine. Oh, there's the ult as well, so that's quite a bit. We had the Nether Strike, we had the Charge of Darkness, but not enough to pick up the Necrophos, and that's probably a problem for the for the Spirit Breaker now. Meanwhile, Luna sitting fine up top, just farming up. That's really why I made it, as we'll see now that I'm kind of just farming up now. Which honestly, if you're a Luna, you're fine with that's happening there. Mask of Madness done, so there's a lot of life still coming out of there. Legion Commander stunned oh yeah, that was a misplay actually there. I was trying did something else there, but it didn't really work there. Don't know why I did that actually. Charge of Darkness on top of the Luna. It's a bit of an interesting point from the Spirit Breaker. Gets hooked in there, he's gone. Lina comes in there as well. There's a beam goes out, but that's too late for the Legion Commander. Legion Commander loses the first duel there. Lina does pick up the Luna, which is kind of a bit of a surprise. Night Stalker going to come in running in now. Gets on top of that Lina. Lina takes quite a bit of damage. Charge comes out onto the Pudge. Pudge is still alive there. Hook puts him down, and that's a 3-for-1 play. And that's kind of fine for the Dire team, to be honest. Luna's ahead in farm, pretty fine with everything, but on the other hand, you got the Radiant side kind of losing more control. We're 11:50 into the game, and 16-7 is the score on the board. So, gotta keep in mind right now that's not looking good for them. I mean, I'm playing a bit careful, to be honest. I would say about the whole thing, because I don't really want to give the Legion Commander any duels you really don't want to give the Legion Commander. Meanwhile, there is the rotation coming in probably on top of something, because, well, Necrophos is getting charged there, but that Charge of Darkness would be probably not a wise choice here right now. Death Ward silence immediately out of there. That's the Reaper Scythe putting down the Witch Doctor once again. The Charge of Darkness still coming in there. Gets on top of the Necrophos. Necrophos does die for that one. Lion was pretty far away. I don't know why Lion played that far away, to be honest. There should be a Hex. It doesn't have the mana. It needs the Hex. Gets the Hex on top of the Sniper, but that's it. Legion Commander trying to find a way out of this one. Tries to run around, which I don't know why you would try to do that. And there is the Dismember, and that's a dead Legion Commander once again. You see the lead is slowly evolving right now. We'll look at the net worth, because that's the time right now. Okay, Sniper was for a while ahead of the Luna, which makes quite a bit of sense because they did have that gang. Mystical Possessed Mass. That's a bit of an interesting choice. Quick and related dice makes a lot of sense, to be honest. And right now we're in a spot where I would say, okay, see how this one goes. Blade mail for the Legion Commander. We could look at the items actually for a moment right now, since we do have a bit of a time here right now. We do see the sniper has the boots and a Dragonlance. Dragonlance makes a lot of sense for him. Meanwhile, just the good old phase boots on the Spirit Break. However, there comes the charge in right now. Gets on top of the Necrophos. Why would you want to charge the Necrophos? You go into the back line. Nether Strike goes out there. Night Striker missed completely there. Night Stalker's dropping pretty low. Night Striker goes down. There, that was the Finger and the Reaper Scythe. Hex on top of the Lina, but the Sniper is kind of fine with this fight. Goes for the Assassinate. Doesn't even need that one on top of the Lion who bites the dust here. Punch comes now around. Yeah, there could be a bit of a party coming on here. Hook in top of the Sniper. Punch is trying to do what he can, but I don't think the Legion Commander can actually win this fight right now. Sniper bites the dust there. Legion Commander has to run away from the Pudge, but Lina is still going on here. Still putting some pressure on top of the Pudge. Pudge misses that hook. Charge of Darkness comes in there now as well. Going to go on top of the Necrophos, but that is unfortunate there. Legion trying to run away here. He's still going for the charge. Not sure that's a play right now, but it is what he's decided to do. No, he actually cancels that charge. So, be fine right now. Necrophos is leading in net worth, I think, thanks to the kills mostly. To be honest, yeah, I would say probably thanks to the kills because, yep, thanks to the kills actually. Kills and the assists are kind of what's really putting him onto the board right now. Lion brings himself into a bit of a good position there. Looks to get something out of this one. What the hell is that going on there? Oh, okay. Just nothing. It's just... Is that the ring cap? Sometimes I wonder what's going on. Anyway, let's see how it goes. There's now the setup there. They're all here. Charge of Darkness comes in on top of the Necrophos. I'm not too sure you want to really do this one. Gets hexed up immediately. Lion is dropping very, very low. There's some vision there. Assassinate's going to come out there. That's going to put the Lion into the dirt. The other strike comes out of there. Night Stalker made a weird fight there. Reaper Scythe comes out of there, and they kind of overextended there quite a bit, to be honest. I mean, the Luna is still farming, so that's kind of like the other part. Sniper did pick up a few kills, so that's going to be probably an issue right now. But the Luna is just picking up the money. Would actually be a good chance now to push in the tower, to be honest, with all of them bot side, but honestly, I didn't really know it at that time. I was like, okay, they won the fight down there. There could be somebody TPing up top. So I'd rather not risk too much there. That's how I went with my thought process there. And rather take the safe farm than go with the riskier play to try to push the tower. It could cost me in the end. Who knows? Kind of thing. That's why it is. It's the Forager kit. Okay. But yeah, basically that was kind of my thought process on this one. Night Stalker looking for a wraparound, gets on top of the Lina, Dismember on top of the Sniper. This could be actually a good opportunity there. Sniper's answering quite a bit of shots here. Knocks the Punch back a bit, but now everybody's coming on top of him, and that is the Sniper biting the dust, and that's up quite a bit again. Witch Doctor, interesting thought process, to be honest. Tries to get that stun through. Didn't really work out in favor. Okay, Legion Commander's looking for the wraparound here. They did not go for the charge there, so that's going to be a very interesting position to be in. However, the Luna is kind of fine with this play right now, bringing herself into position more to farm up. Mid tower does go down, meanwhile, since nobody really cared about that one, funnily enough. So some items being popped up. This Searing Signet for the Lion, which is pretty good, honestly. I think the Necrophos has the same item, to be honest. Weighted dice on the Luna, which is a bit awkward, honestly. No, actually, the Poor Man's Shield. Night Stalker? No, Night Stalker has the weighted dice as well. Punch has the Signet. Okay. Night Stalker gets on top of that one. Hook on top of this. This is very awkward, to be honest. Fight's gonna come out of here. They do get a good one here. Duel comes out of there once again here. Luna takes quite a bit of damage. The Punch does survive this one a bit. There's the stun. Quite a the casket was pretty good, honestly. The Night Stalker is holding on as much as you can, really. I don't know why that cancel kit went through there. Lina comes in from the side, gets on top of the Luna, and takes her out. Night Stalker has to walk away. Oh, the Laguna Blade, and that is going to be enough. That Dragon Slave was enough there. Necrophos tries to get on top of there. Lina takes quite a bit of damage. Does he have an ult ready? That's the next question. No, he does not. So that's going to be the other point here. Legion Commander once again not in good position. Dismember being pulled up there. Lion comes around as well. Get the stun. Take the Legion Commander out of dodge there. Bit mana for Pudge. And meanwhile, yeah, that's right now the Necrophos once again taking the lead in net worth. They are 2k already ahead, 3k in general, because well, we got two guys who are really far ahead here. Hook on top of the Sniper. Sniper's not having a good time. Gets stunned up by the Earth Spike. Necrophos comes around there as well. Those are death pulls. Not enough yet to kill the Sniper. Witchstark trying to find a way once again out of this one, but he's getting burned quite badly by the Radiance there and goes down to the Necrophos. Meanwhile, most of the Dire team are looking to create some more pressure on top of this enemy Radiant team. 4k lead right now, about 20 minutes into the game. 19 to 29 in favor of this Dire team, so this is going to be a very interesting point. We'll see how this one moves forward here, because the Luna is farming up quite nicely. The Lina is not finding much farm. The Sniper is more working on top of working with the team, which can work out for the Sniper, but at the same time we look at what he got right now. He went first item Hydra's Breast. Very interesting. He gets put up by the Dismember. The Respite come out of there, but not much to be done about that one. There is now the Death Ward. The Death Ward was cancelled there. Gets taken down. Spirit Breaker does take down the Lion for everything, but that's not enough really, and the Witch Doctor is now in a bad position, goes down as well, and a double kill for the Necrophos. Lina gets in with the Laguna Blade. Like Striker Ray does hit the Necrophos, so this is now an opportunity there. Quite a bit of burning being done here right now on top of this one. Luna tries to get the Night Striker Ray out of there, not a chance, and that's going to be a pickup there. That's going to even be the top tower going down, the top tier 1 for the Radiant Fall as well. Blink there for the Night Stalker as well, so all the money is being brought in here. Meanwhile, Luna farming up. As I said, I'm not really the main character. I'm just a simple farmer this game, to be honest. Meanwhile, my team is doing most of the work in this game, which I do respect them for, because they did quite nicely with this one. They played well. Got the win out of this one. Spirit Breaker gets found by the Necrophos, gets put on a bit of pressure. Night Stalker comes around as well. That's going to be a dead Spirit Breaker. If we look at the scoreboard, you see really that's not going well. 8 deaths for the Sniper, 9 deaths for the Spirit Breaker, 8. The only two who are looking decent right now, the Luna, because she's 7 and 5, but Legion with 5 deaths is not that bad either, but it's not really good either. Oh, missed that hook on top of that one, but the Death Ward doesn't come out because the Dismember gets brought in there. And you see the Dire team are backing out quite a bit. Luna joins the fray right now. If there's going to be a fight, that would be actually the ideal situation to really go into this one. Sniper gets hooked in there right now. Necrophos and the crew say hello, good night as well, and they back away. And this hurts him quite a bit, because this Sniper is not having a good time right now. 37 to 20, and was 20 to 55 into this game. There's not really much you can do about that one. 11k lead as well for this Dire team, so they are just racking up the gold. Dart comes in there on top of the Night Stalker. Night Stalker does get knocked back by the Charge of Darkness, but and the bash as well. Oh, there comes another strike. They're gonna go for everything right now. There comes the... Oh, this is quite a good stun there, and Luna has to walk out of there. Spirit Breaker is looking for an opportunity, gets the pick on the Lion, and With that, they defend that bot tier 2 tower. To be completely honest, so well done for them. Pudge is just hovering around. Gets hit by the Charge of Darkness. Nobody else really there. The Night Stalker gets on top of the Lina. This could actually be an opportunity for the Night Stalker to play this one out. Sniper is getting some shots on top there. Just get the pick off there. Assassinite's going to come out there. Night Stalker survives that one. That's a bit of a surprise, to be honest, about this one. And Sniper does put down the Night Stalker, so that's going to be not that big of a surprise. But Sniper has now a problem. The Luna's there as well. And he falls to the Necrophos while everybody was piling on top of him. And that's probably going to be the mid tier 2 gone. There, I don't really see much of an opportunity for them to defend this, really. Necrophos with not the wisest way to handle this game. I mean, it was going pretty well. Legion Commander with the nice shut up. I mean, a reasonable statement, honestly. That's going to be the tower gone. You see how the net worth is going right now. Holy smokes, I just realized the Punch is higher net worth than the Legion Commander. What does the Legion Commander actually have right now? Let's look at that. A Shadow Blade, a Blade Mail. Okay, so you kind of... I mean, both of it work in a way, but I would more prefer Blink Dagger because you actually get on top of somebody. Instead of just being there. How many... Legion Commander has 1-1 duel. Luna has 1-1 duel. Did anybody else win a duel? No flesh heaps stacks? No. 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 So we had, I think, 3 or 4 duels. 2 of them went into a draw, and 1 got won by the Luna, and 1 is won by the Legion Commander in this case. So quite a bit of a rough statement right now. Luna's pushing bot while the rest of the team are kind of creating some havoc on the top side. Night Stalker gets on top of this Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker falls to the ground. Lion is dropping pretty low. That's a dual win for the Legion Commander. Found somebody his size there. Just remember on the Sniper. Sniper is dropping pretty low there. But Pudge can't find the last trigger here. Legion Commander is not looking good either. Silence on. That one, Legion Commander does go down. Lina gets hooked in there and does go down, but the Punch goes down, but the Reaper Scythe puts down the Lina as well, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Night Stalker gets on top of the Witch Doctor there, and he is gonna die here, and Necrophos is beyond godlike with the double kill out of this fight. So once again, if we look at this one, you see 4 dying here, 2 dying here, and it was a 5v4 actually, which makes it really awkward, to be honest, because Luna wasn't even in that fight. Necrophos has a heart, and that's actually a good stack up right now. Lion just casually dewarding, what you really want to see right now. BKB on the Night Stalker. So a lot more pressure is being put on top of this Radiant team. So no more outer turrets for this for the Radiant teams. Pudge is now back on the field. One good hook can take somebody out there. That's something they do have to keep in mind right now. And the Luna's just picking up items. Necrophos is keeping bot. So it looks like right now they're trying to split the attention. Spirit Breaker wandered out of there, gets dismembered immediately, and Night Stalker just pulls the trigger. So that's one down. So that's how that ward came in there. Because I was wondering later on, when did that ward get placed down there? That one here. Because that ward is just weird. Luna looking to push more in the air. Pops the Manta. Punch misses that hook. If that hook would have hit, that would have probably been pretty good. However, the pressure is still growing on this Radiant team because they need to find something. Stun on the Legion Commander, which does not hit that hook. Otherwise, that would have probably been the trigger that they could have really gotten something out of it. Luna finds that ward, dewards there, because as I said, I was wondering during the game, how did that ward get there? Why did nobody else deward that? Now we know why, because the Witch Doctor actually moved in there, got the ward, got out of there. So right now it's not looking too good. Okay, the cast does hit the Night Stalker and takes one shot from that sniper there. Charge of Darkness goes on top of the Night Stalker. He gets immediately stunned up, hexed as well. The Light Striker Ray does buy some time. Night Stalker has to walk away there. He's probably going to burn to the ground, I would guess right now. He's coming back in there. Death Ward is being popped there, so that's an opportunity. Charge of Darkness knocks him back into that one, but the Luna is alive right now, going on there. Gets some hits out of there. Sniper is still alive there. Gets stunned up there as well. The buyback from the Witch Doctor here. BKB pop from the Luna. Lita dies to that one, thankfully, and now there's the casket goes out of there. No stun onto the Luna because the BKB was still activated at the time, and that's going to open up the barracks. The tier 3 mid goes down. The ranged racks go down. That's going to be the melee racks following shortly, so that's going to be quite a bother. However, Witch Doctor doesn't make the unwise stepping out there. Takes quite a bit of damage, and that's going to be that. And there are the racks gone. Spiritbreaker is going to respawn now, so it's going to be very interesting. Is there going to be charge play or something like that? Charge on the Necrophos, so that could be quite an interesting situation, but he has to immediately back off there. Butterfly on the Luna, so that's going to be another big hitter there. We're 30 minutes and 30 seconds into this one. We see the TP top side there from the Necrophos to get the wave in there, because that's going to be probably the biggest hitter that they really need. They would need the wave to get on top of the high ground. They do have high ground advantage right now because there are minions, creeps pushing up there, but at the same time you don't want to really risk too much here right now. I mean, the Lion is 111 and 7 or something like that. I mean, it's not like you. Judge of Darkness on top of the Pudge. Pudge not looking good. Nether Strike comes out of there. Does hit the Pudge there. He does almost. The Spirit Breaker almost dies there. He can be being thrown out there, but that's a dead one. Oh, Luna is burning quite nicely down, but still survives that one. They do kill off the Legion Commander on the side there, Pudge and Lion as a tag team there. They get on top of the Lina as well, and she's dead as well. And Necrophos comes in there, picks up the sniper. With that, everybody's dead on the Radiant side. No buybacks? Oh, now the question is, are there buybacks? Because otherwise their base is toast. We know that the Witch Doctor doesn't have a buyback because he used his buyback. Looks like no buyback. This is not a position you want to be in right now. And the towers are going down, so I don't really see a chance for them to pull this one out of the bag right now. Night Stalker does go in there. They do get quite a bit. Night Stalker's taking some hits here right now. Luna is being punched, goes for a hook, doesn't get the Spirit Breaker. Right now, the Ancient is going on. The throne is holding on right now, but it's all fine right now. Night Stalker does take that assassinate, survives. Luna comes in now as well. All well and good. Spirit Break, I don't know why he thinks he can walk past that. The Luna there, but he tries to do it, dies there. They do get a kill on top of one as well. Lina is not in a good position now. Just get onto the high ground, which is a pretty safe situation to be in. Hook on top of the Lina. Lina's not looking good. Lina's dropping pretty low. Lina goes down. Legion Commander does survive there. Witch Doctor's just sitting there, and 33 minutes and 1 second in. GG is sad. 58 to 28 for the Dire team. I think I take like 40 LP out of that one. Anyway, that's the end of the game. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.